Hey everybody, I hope you're having a great week so far. Happy Wednesday. If you're new to my channel, my name is Sammy and I create mommy, lifestyle, and wife content. Today I just want to talk about the 3 things that surprised me about being a Leo, about myself. uh, if you don't know what a Leo is, it's a law enforcement officer wife. My husband has been a state trooper for almost 2 years, and the job is new and different every single day. And no 2 days are the same, which is great for my husband because he's got this like energy. He gets bored very easily, and so just having like a 9 to 5 desk job would just drive him insane. So the job is a great spot for him. He loves that every day is different and he never knows what he's going to encounter. That's something that he enjoys. And so it's my goal, every single day to support him as a wife, and as a blue wife, I try to encourage him and be there, for all aspects of the job. But 3 things that really surprised me about myself being a Leo. The number 1 thing is that I don't hate night shift. I really don't. I thought that I would hate night shift because you're sleeping alone and you're waking up alone sometimes, and so I really thought that I would just dislike it. But we actually found that it worked really well for us because he would work all night and then I would go to work usually before he got home, and by the time I got home from work he was up, he was ready to go, and we were actually able to enjoy our days together. And if you're a police wife, you know that enjoying the daytime is a very precious thing because like my husband's shift right now is 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. and oftentimes he works overtime because of the shift. 10 o'clock, that shift catches a lot of drunks and a lot of accidents and that kind of thing, and so a lot of times he'll be stuck at work later than 10 o'clock. And so when he works overtime, then he tends to sleep later because he's tired. And so daytime now is like we hardly ever get it together, but he is on 5 on, 2 off, and so on his days off we really enjoy actually having the day together. But I didn't hate night shift, and he hasn't been on night shift since we had a baby, and so that may really affect things. I don't know, my opinion may change on that. And if and when he goes back to night shift, maybe I'll do an update on that, how I feel now that we have kids about night shift. But we found a really good routine for it, and so we actually really liked night shift. And I will say that having dogs really helped me with night shift. I had a little tiny Yorkie. His name is Chip. He's 3 years old, and he was a gift to me from Russell. He's my first pet, and he's my baby. But I had him before Russell went to the academy, and then when Russell went into the academy, he was gone for 6 months, and we did live together at that point, and so we wanted to get a bigger dog, and a stray happened to wander into a friend of ours, and they couldn't keep him, so they knew that we were looking for one, so they let us know. And we think he's German Shepherd Lab mix. He's a big, beautiful dog, and he's much more aggressive than Chip. He's a lot scarier than Chip. His bark is a lot more ferocious, and so having dogs, I think, really did give me peace of mind during night shift. But I was surprised to find that I didn't hate it, and it's actually been our favorite shift so far, so that was very surprising to me. The second thing is that I'm a lot more flexible than I anticipated. If you know me, I'm pretty uptight by nature. I guess I'm a type A personality. I don't really know. I've never really found out for sure about it. I've never taken one of those quizzes, but I like to, have things a certain way and do things a certain way. But for some reason, being a police wife, it doesn't really affect that part of it. I'm pretty flexible. I don't get upset over long shifts or miss dinners or miss family events or, things like that. It doesn't really bother me. I just try to, just be flexible for him. I know that the job is hard and that every shift is different and that he'll experience different things every single day. And so it's my job to be flexible, and I found that it has come fairly easy to me to be flexible as a wife. Now, other areas of my life, maybe not so much. But as a police wife, I have been pretty flexible and have found it fairly easy to be flexible. So that's been very surprising for me, just knowing myself. The third and final thing that surprised me about being a police wife is I don't hate the long shifts. Most police officers, if you're a police wife, you know their shifts, they say a certain block of time, but it's very common to have them work outside of that block of time. And I thought that I would not like the long shifts and that it would bother me. But I find that, you know, I'm able to kind of do my own thing and kind of have, like, even though we're married, it's almost like being single in some ways, because your husband's gone a lot and you never know, you know, when he's going to be home, if he's going to be home on time and that kind of thing. And so I used to try and, you know, plan everything around him. Now I just know that it's just a perk of the job. I say a perk. Some people wouldn't think it's a perk, but it's just how we deal with it. And so it's easier for me to just kind of plan my day just however it's going to go, and then, you know, he kind of just fits into wherever we are at in our schedule, especially now that we have a baby, because kids have to have routine and need routine. And so he has to be a little bit flexible with that. So, like, we already have a set routine, kind of, Oliver and I do, and then Russell just kind of fits into it when he's home. And that really doesn't bother me. I like that I have a more flexible schedule. And, you know, before I had a baby, it was great because I could just go with my friends or my sister or whatever, you know, at the drop of a hat, and it wasn't like a big deal. Not that it would have been anyway. My husband's super chill, so he probably would have just been like, sure, go, I don't care. But, definitely not him not being home at certain times, or, you know, that doesn't affect anything really. And so I just, you know, schedule our routine out and plan our days. And then now I do, when Russell's home, like, he's on for 5 and he's off for 2. So when he's off for 2, we try to plan things to do, or, you know, together, or that kind of thing. And we do that intentionally so that we can enjoy our time together. But that's just a few things that surprised me about the job, things that I didn't expect of myself. My hair is just driving me insane. I can just see it in the camera and I'm just like, oh, what is happening to it? Does anyone else have those days? Okay. Anyway, those are just a few things that surprised me about the job that you know, don't really bother me, that I thought would. And so I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. If you are a police officer wife, I would love to know what surprised you about the job, or surprised you about yourself once you became a Leo. And if you're not already, follow me on all my social media. I'm very active daily on Instagram. You can see my little guy and kind of what our daily life is like. And I hope that you will subscribe. It's completely free and you'll just be notified when I upload. So I hope you have a great day and a great rest of your week.